Good morning, Mr. Williams. That's going to be my last attempt because it is 11:56. Mr. Williams was scheduled this morning at 10:30. And it's 11:56, just in case you didn't know. Mr. Williams was scheduled this morning at 10:30. It's 11:56. Okay, we'll put him in a breakout room. It's 11:56. It's 11:56. Okay.
I don't need a breakout room from Mr. Williams, Your Honor.
You should, because you should.
Okay.
That the judge might not even hear your case this morning, because it's 11:56. It's
Okay.
11:56. He was scheduled at 10:30. So you might want to ask him, why is he just coming in my courtroom at 11:56?
And I know if that's what it is, I know, but if there's something else, I'll go back with him.
I mean, I sent him, so I'm ready on
Okay.
time.
Okay.
Well, I sent him, but he didn't go. Oh, maybe he did. All right. All right, this is case number 234416301. The People versus April Marie Hollins. Defendant is charged with 1 count of guns possessing while operating under the influence, and today is the date set for sentencing. Appearances, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. May it please the court, Sophia Burton appearing on behalf of the people.
And for the record, Your Honor, Janice Stevenson appearing on behalf of Ms. April Hollins. Ms. Hollins, ma'am, will you please say your first, middle, and last name?
Morning, April Marie Hollins.
Today is the date set for sentencing. On behalf of the people, are there any additions, deletions, or corrections to the pre-sentence report?
No, Your Honor.
On behalf of the defense, are there any additions, deletions, or corrections?
Your Honor, on behalf of Ms. Hollins, we've had the opportunity to review the pre-sentence investigation report. Judge, can you give me just a second? I'm having a problem with the iPad. On behalf of Ms. Hollins, Your Honor, we've had the opportunity to review the pre-sentence investigation report. We did find it to be factually correct. We have no additions or deletions at this time. Ms. Hollins does stand ready for sentencing.
On behalf of the people, anything as to sentencing?
Your Honor, the only concern the people have is that Ms. Hollis submitted to a analysis that was positive for drugs and alcohol, marijuana and alcohol. And so that is a concern considering this particular offense involved alcohol. Other than that, the probation department has recommended or submitted a fair recommendation, and we'd ask the court to adopt it.
Ms. Stevenson?
So, Your Honor, we want to, when I happened to be down at the probation department on the day that Ms. Hollins submitted, started her pre-sentence investigation, and she had to go do her urinalysis, and she was like, I didn't know I wasn't supposed to drink.
She's not being honest. She's not being honest.
So I looked at it again today, and I did advise her. I'm like, okay, I don't think it's true that you didn't know. I do think it's true that you forgot, because the order was given. I think we've been moving through this case for about a year. But I said that just to say, so that the court could know that Ms. Hollins was at least doing what she could do. She wanted me to come talk to you about it on the date that she went to the PSI interview. She just was trying to be upfront, and that's the reason I brought that to the court's attention. So Ms. Hollins, I did ask her about her source of income. And she said that she used to work as security, and she's trying to get back into that field at this time. If she can't get a job doing security, then she's trying to get a job doing retail work. But she gets food assistance. That's the only other source of income that she has. So at first I was looking at the community service recommendation from the probation department, and I thought that that was a little bit excessive. I've changed my mind on that because, I think that the court did remind us that somebody in this courtroom mentioned that sometimes when people do community service, that turns into a job. And I think that that would be very helpful for Ms. Hollins. So, the charge that she's here for is that she is in possession of a firearm under the influence. We don't have anything like that reoccurring since the time she started coming to court on this case. She's been here. She's been in communication with me. She doesn't have any prior criminal history. She's not trying to avoid any responsibility in this case. She knows that she's probably facing an advanced sanction because of consuming alcohol while she was on probation. But I do believe, despite that, Your Honor, that Ms. Hollins knows how to follow directions, and she intends to do that so that she can move past this. And so I'm asking the court to follow the probation department's sentencing recommendation. Place her on a term of probation with which I believe she will speedily comply. Let her move forward with her life, Your Honor.
All right, would she like to address the court?
Ms. Hollins?
Yes, ma'am. I do understand that of my sentencing today, and I am willing to fully cooperate with the courts and the probation to move on and succeed in a timely manner with my probation.
Court is ready to impose sentence. I do so as follows. The probation department has recommended a term of probation of 12 months. I'm going to accept the recommendation for probation. However, the term of probation is 15 months with a final review date of January 14, 2026, an interim review date of February the 12th, 2025 at 10 o'clock a.m. The terms of the probation are as follows. You shall not violate any criminal law of any governmental unit. You must not leave the state without consent of the court. You must make a truthful report to probation on a monthly basis and notify probation immediately of any change of address, phone number, or employment status. You will pay the following fines, costs, and fees. The mandatory cost of $210, $100 attorney's fee, $400 fine, $525 oversight fees. That is at a rate of $35 a month. For the halfway point, it would be $263. A $100 assessment fee. Court is not going to impose the urinalysis fees, but that's because she can test outside the court if she was testing outside the court. And then the total fines, costs, and fees, not including any urinalysis or classes, is $1,335. For the halfway point, it would be $1,073. Additionally, you shall not use or possess any illegal substances. You cannot use or possess any marijuana without a valid medical marijuana card. You cannot use or possess any opiates without a valid prescription and letter of explanation from the doctor. You shall not consume alcohol in any form, You shall not drive without a valid driver's license. You shall not use or possess any handguns or firearms. You shall attend alcohol highway safety education level 1. You shall submit to random urinalysis twice per month. You shall attend outpatient treatment, Alcoholics Anonymous. You will complete 10 days of community service. That's equivalent to 80 hours of community service. You will attend the Victims Impact Panel, watch the consequences video. You will pay outstanding tickets that you owe with the 36th District Court. You will clear up all warrants that you have. You will attend the Choices program. Your first date, as I indicated, is February 12th, 2025 at 10 o'clock a.m. We will mail a copy of this order to the Crescent Drive address, and probation will contact you at the phone number ending in 8536. Anything further?
Nothing from the people.
Your Honor, we have heard the court's order, and absolutely Ms. Collins has indicated she intends to abide by the court order. I'm just, with regard to the alcohol highway safety education program, would the court be ordering that this was not a drinking and driving related offense?
She was had a gun while operating under influence. What are you saying?
I believe she was a pastor.
No, Your Honor.
Say that again.
I believe she was not operating a motor vehicle, Your Honor. There's no allegation that she was operating a motor vehicle.
Are we talking about, we're saying April Marie Hollins?
Yes, Your Honor, is charged with being in possession of her firearm while under the influence.
I apologize. Can somebody tell me what O stands for? What does O stands for? So, because I'm looking at the docket. So when I called the case, nobody corrected the case. Also on the, well, it is maybe correct. It says possession under the influence on the thing. So when I called the case, nobody corrected the case. It's OUI. So I don't know. I don't have the thing. So this says gun possessing OUI, operating under the influence. Isn't that what that stands for?
I'm not sure what it stands for, but she's charged with weapons, firearm possession under the influence.
Mr. Flanagan, so can we change it then?
Oh, yes, Your Honor, that's what it is in the system. Weapons, firearms, possession under the influence.
So help me then. Why? Help me. That y'all not being honest. Help me with what is OUI on the docket then? Just tell me. I mean, somebody tell me. Mr. Flanagan, tell. What is gun possession OUI? What is that?
Operating under influence.
I know. So it's in wrong then. So somebody put it in wrong. It couldn't be correct. Somebody put it in wrong. It's in wrong because it's OUI. That means operating. The O stands for operating under the influence. But okay. So the O shouldn't be there. It should be just gun possession under the influence. Okay. So therefore, I will take away the Victims Impact Panel and the consequences video and the Driver's Improvement Program. All right. And the alcohol highway safety. See how 4 things come off because of that O? Okay. So that is, okay. Let's correct it. Let's correct it. Let's correct it. All right. She has 3 warrants with the 36th District Court, so she needs to clear those up right away. Oh, I did not order, but let me go back. So I am going to add, I didn't add it, the handgun intervention. I will order that as recommended by the probation. So we're removing alcohol highway safety, we're removing victims impact panel, the consequences video and drivers improvement. Those are removed from my order. And then we are adding handgun intervention. All right, anything further?
Nothing from the people.
So, Your Honor, Ms. Hollins does have a phone number for Judge Millhouse's courtroom, and she'll call them and get those warrants taken care of as soon as we get done in here today. Would the court consider outpatient treatment if there are any further positive tests rather than ordering that up front, Your Honor?
No.
Other than that, we have nothing further, Your Honor.
Okay. And let me just be clear as to why I'm not gonna do that. I'm clear. I'm clear. When I speak, I'm clear. And yeah, when I speak, I'm clear. And so you can say she forgot and she can say she didn't know. But that also says to me then that she either didn't listen or didn't care. But I'm clear when I speak. So if it had been another judge that ordered that, maybe then I would say I can't guarantee that they told her. But I know that on at least 2 occasions, I said bond will continue, no drinking and no driving without a valid license. I say it. So we're gonna go ahead and do outpatient treatment. And if the outpatient treatment people say that she doesn't need it, then I guess we'll go from there. But no, it's in the order.
Okay. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, we're all set. Have a great day. Stay safe.
Thank you.
We're gonna mail a copy of the order, if I didn't already say that, to the Crescent Drive address. And probation will contact you at the phone number ended in 8536. All right.
So, Judge, I need to go into the courtroom and talk to Mr. Lindsay
Sure.
and talk to Mr. Williams. Which of those should I do
No,
first?
oh, I didn't mean to do that. Why? I didn't. Okay, they didn't report it to girl to Zoom. No, go do Lindsay.
Okay.
I'm ready. Where's Mr. Lindsay? All right, this is case number. Case number 2062165001, the People versus Edmund Lindsay. Defendant is charged with license plate illegal use. Today is the date set for review. Appearances, please.
Janice Stevenson, appearing on behalf of Mr. Edmund Lindsay. Mr. Lindsay, sir, please say your first, middle, and last names.
Edmund Hampton Lindsay Jr.
All right, Ms. Stevenson.
So the court did adjourn the matter, Your Honor, from this past Friday for today for Mr. Lindsay to come to court in person, which he has done. The court did previously extend the probation to give Mr. Lindsay an opportunity to do community service in lieu of costs and fines. Your Honor, Mr. Lindsay has not, because of health conditions, been able to complete the community service. He did hear the court say, I believe it was on Friday, that there would be other community service opportunities available to him, which would not cause him to have to walk around, which he can't do because he has a hip injury.
I
Lindsay,
just seen him walking. What are you saying?
I have 2 broken hips, man.
I don't know who he's talking to, but what I'm saying to you, Miss Stevenson, is that I just saw him walking. I also know people who had 2 hip replacements, right? I don't see him on a cane, on a walker, in a wheelchair. Furthermore, I didn't say there would be opportunities available to him, because there's always been opportunities available to him. We have a thick book of places that have community service. So, okay, come on.
yes, we do not represent to the court that Mr. Lindsay can't walk, Your Honor, but what he's indicated to me, and what I think he reported last week, is that because he's scheduled for the hip surgery, he did not understand that there were other opportunities that were available to him. Now, I did talk to him about the reason he didn't understand that, and I think it comes down to Mr. Lindsay not interacting with his supervising probation officer in the way.
You're talking about the probation meetings that he missed in July, August, and September.
And I think that's what's causing the disconnect for Mr. Lindsay, Your Honor. But I don't believe that Mr. Lindsay is trying to run from the court. I believe exactly the opposite. I think if Mr. Lindsay were trying just to totally disregard this court's authority, once he had a pretty bad hearing on Friday, once he could see where this is going, I don't think he would have made it down here. I don't think he would have stayed out in the hallway until about an hour ago. I don't think he would have kept knocking at my door trying to get my attention if he were not trying to handle this matter. So I don't think Mr. Lindsay's trying to run. He told me that his source of income is plasma donation. He does have children. He's using a bicycle when he can for transportation. So I'm not, the charge involved Mr. Lindsay doing something that I think is, kind of strange, that he doesn't go down to the Secretary of State and get his plate the way every lawful driver does. He did something different. Plate has to come from the Secretary of State and has to go on the card that they say it's supposed to go on. And he didn't do that. And he pled guilty to that. And that's what he's here for today, Judge. So
I know, and that's why it's a shame. That's why it's a shame if he has to go to jail. That would be his own doing. He's literally been on probation for 13 months. So now you tell me what you want me to do. He's literally been on probation for 13 months and still has to do the same thing he had to do 13 months ago that he has not done. So how much more grace and mercy? Come on, just tell me.
Until the day that is the day there are no more. I don't know. I want grace and mercy to continuously flow. And
today is kind of the day that there are no more. But okay, sure, Ms. Stevenson. So 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And then that's 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, let's just go. Let's go. Let him go across the hall. You say he's not running, but he has 3 other warrants out for his arrest. You say he's not running from the law. You say the fact that he showed up means he's not running. Well, maybe he just got tired of running. He's been running. Maybe he just got tired of running. But
well,
hey,
I know he's not running this court, and so he's not disregarding this court authority to the rest of it. But he's here to face the music with you, Judge.
Okay, well, let's face the music again in January. Because you want me. Let's just keep facing me. Let's just keep dancing to the music. Okay. Until there's no more music to dance to. of January 14th. He's gonna go across the hall today. He's gonna go see Miss Bumpus today. If he fails to see Miss Bumpus again, I'm not gonna do this. So it costs nothing to meet it with his probation officer. He doesn't have to use his legs. He doesn't have to, he can call her on the phone. He can do whatever. Listen, okay, January the 14th, 10:02, in person. Anything further?
Not at this time. Thank you very much, Your
Yeah,
Honor.
you're
Thank
very welcome. All right, let's see if he'll go across the hall and talk to Ms. Bumpus today. All right, I'm ready on Williams, who was 2.5 hours late for court.
Very good.
But what I'm not gonna do is continue to wait for Mr. Williams. Case number 194604201, the People versus Dedrick Anthony Williams. Defendant is charged with license plate illegal use. Today is the date set for trial. Appearances, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. May it please the court, Delphia Burton appearing on behalf of the people.
And for the record, Your Honor, Janice Stevenson appearing on behalf of Dedrick Williams. Mr. Williams, sir, please say your first, middle, and last names.
Ms. Stevenson, what are we doing here? He was 2.5 hours late for court.
I'm
An
sorry,
hour and a half late for court.
Say your first, middle, and last names, Mr. Williams.
Dedrick Anthony Williams. I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you, man.
All right, today is the date set for trial. Are the people ready to proceed?
Yeah, but unfortunately, the people are not able to move forward on this matter. There was the case was supposed to be reassigned because the officer in charge was not no longer there.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, subpoenas were sent. Involved the use of a dealer plate. That was the allegation, and it's from 2019, and so we're not able to move forward.
Your Honor, we would apologize to the court for our tardiness. Unfortunately, Mr. Williams found himself arrested and had to walk from the jail. He's back at home now trying to get to the urgent care. We would move for dismissal, Your Honor.
All right, the court is going to grant defense counsel's motion to dismiss as the people are unable to proceed. Today is the date set for trial, and the witnesses have not appeared, and it is 12:34. So we will mail a copy of the order of dismissal to you for your records. Anything further with respect to Mr. Williams?
Nothing from the people.
Nothing on behalf of Mr. Williams. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Williams, I hope you feel better. Have a great day. Stay safe.
You too, man. I'm sorry for being late.
I accept your apology. Sound like you had a decent reason.
I did, man.
All right. All right. Bye, Ms. Stevenson. You brought me out there today.
There's always.
I don't know what time they wanted to bring Mr. Lake, but they'll have to try again tomorrow. All right.
Okay,
Judge Jefferson.
right now.
No, he was. It was dismissed. It was a pre-trial scheduled for Judge Garrett on October 28th.
Well, I mean, was he downstairs?
No, I'll bring him tomorrow.
When I called down there, Your Honor, he wasn't down there, but he did have an exam before Judge Jefferson this morning. The felony charges were dismissed and the pretrial was set for Judge Garrett, October 28th.
Judge Garrett?
Yes, it was domestic violence.
Oh, okay. Well, they didn't want to bring him to me after he finished his exam. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. All right, everybody have a great day and stay safe. And yeah, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Ms. Stevenson then makes me go to trial tomorrow. I got to preserve my energy. All right.
Thank you, Your Honor.